Back, everybody, and it's almost Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody. I'm here with my boy CW. How you doing, C Dubs?
Pretty good.
And welcome back to another great episode of C Dubs Dubs. And today, I'm sure you can guess what we're going to be talking about, right, CW?
Yep.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about one of our favorite animes, My Hero Academia. We're going to be talking about the newest movie that came out. But before we get even into that, CW, what is something that they need to do?
You can get more of our content by liking and subscribing and following us at willinghands.com at Instagram and Facebook.
And please do make sure you comment. Tell us some things that we can do. We don't mind critiques to just, keep it appropriate. We love anime just like you do. So, if they don't know, who are you today?
I'm Fat Gum from My Hero Academia.
Okay, one of my favorite characters. I think he's kind of underrated, like we were saying. Very strong. He's a kind and nice and gentle person. I think you fit perfect as Fat Gum. So, C-Dubs, we're going to be talking about the newest movie that came out, My Hero Academia. You Are Next. So, let's just start from there. Did you go and see the movie?
Yeah, I went to go see it like the first week it was out.
Okay, and I know I went to go see it the couple of days after you on my birthday. What was your thoughts about the movie?
I liked it. I thought it was a fun feature and a nice send off to the My Hero franchise. If that is the way it's going to be. So,
CW, what would we say about My Hero Academia? What is the theme of this particular movie?
I think the theme is definitely the passing on of the torch and what it means to become the next symbol of peace and what have you.
Okay, so if you're not familiar, I'm pretty sure you've seen the trailer that we did before. There is the main antagonist in this particular story is called Dark Might. He's saying that he wants to become the next symbol of peace, but in a very twisted way. So, CW, what can you tell us about the plot, particularly about this My Hero Academia Next?
The plot takes place in between the Dark Hero arc and Final War arc of the manga and anime. It follows Izuku Midoriya and the rest of Class 1A as they get caught up in the plans of a man who has taken on the appearance of All Might with intentions of becoming the next symbol of peace, using a mysterious girl named Anna to increase the power of both his and his henchmen's quirks, as another mysterious individual named Julio seems determined to put an end to Anna for unknown reasons.
Well, I do know this is what's interesting about Anna is that she has this, as CW talked about, she has this amplified power, and if she's compatible with the person, she will amplify their power through something as simple as giving them a rose. So you might notice that the whole entire time that they are wearing roses, and this is basically amplifying their quirks or whatever it may be. And we find out that Anna and what is his name? You just said it.
Julia.
And Julia is basically the reason why they are kind of together is because Julia has no family, and she has no family as well, but her father hired him to basically be the only person that can literally touch her, because he has the nullifying power that stops her from enhancing anything, right? So she has to disperse his power every day, right? And if he's not around, he's not the person who can actually take the power and nullify the power away. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is their dynamic of their relationship and things like this. But somehow, I guess one day, and I should have said this during the intro, that spoilers alert. So if you haven't seen the movie, you might not want to watch the video. But what are some other things or elements of the movie that you took away from it that you liked?
I did like Julio as a character. I think he's probably the best like side character that these movies have like introduced, and I think it's kind of a shame that this movie came out so late in the lifespan of the manga, so it kind of prevented him from being able to make an appearance in it. But I also did like a decent amount of the action, and I also really liked some of the like comedy that this movie had to offer, particularly with like Deborah's like daydream quirk and some of the funny like scenes that we get out of that, while also getting some like nice like heart tugging scenes.
And you know what's also crazy is I noticed that, and this is maybe I could be wrong, but I think that it gave some tribute to some really good anime films, and I'm not saying that they actually did, but it seemed like they did. Like he was riding around on a red motorcycle through a destroyed Japan at the time, and that kind of reminded me, like I said before when we watched the trailer, of Akira, when Akira's on the red motorcycle. It almost gave, and I'm not saying that he actually did, but the fact that he had metal arms, like on Full Metal Alchemist, where he had lost his limbs because of a tragedy or something like that.
I actually think his coincidentally his arm and leg prosthetics actually match the same sides that Edward has his on.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. So it was a lot of, if you just maybe they were, and it's just me, maybe little Easter eggs that they were giving tribute to different other awesome animes that we all like and love. So if you know about those and you felt that same way, please comment and let us know what other things that you saw. But those were just some of the things that I saw. I think that the storyline was actually really, really good. And that's one thing that I do like about My Hero Academia. And this is what I'll and I'm not, because I don't hate Demon Slayer. I love them. They're one of my favorite animes. But I kind of like the fact that it was more action. And I was looking for a lot of that when I watched the last Demon Slayer act. It didn't give me enough action like I wanted, but this gave a great story, a great plot, and it was an actual movie. So it wasn't necessarily an episode that we could have waited for before it hit the theater. So you know, that's just kudos to me. And I think another franchise that does a great job with movie, we said this before, is One Piece. So, how many dubs would you give this one?
I think I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Okay, so an 8 out of 10 dubs, and I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna give it an 8. I think it was a great movie. I think you wouldn't waste your time if you went to the theaters and went to see it. And I can't wait until it comes on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever else, so I could have it for both digital and whatever else. I would go and buy it. Mm-hmm. I necessarily wouldn't go and buy some of the other franchises of anime movies. They do great episodes, but not so great movies. So, okay. So what is a movie that you've recently seen that's an anime that you are excited of seeing? Or maybe it's a movie that's coming out that you may not see. So like we haven't talked about the Spy Family movie. We haven't talked about other anime movies that are coming out. What are some things that you think we should talk about? And some current movies that you've seen, or maybe in the past that you thought was a great movie, or maybe you thought it was a dud. So comment in comments below. So CW, how can they follow us again?
You can follow us by liking and subscribing at Willing Hands on Instagram and Facebook.
And compliment my boy on his nice costume, because it actually looks really good. You guys have a great day.